We met at 2:30 in the morning, somehow wide awake, buzzing with anticipation for what we would create together that day. Welcome back to part 3 of In Her Element, an embodied photoshoot journey for wholeness with my first international client. As we drove towards the location together so early in the morning, we shared stories underneath the starry sky and the empty roads we were traveling. And yet, as we drew close to our destination, we made an agreement. We would hike in silence, to let the land speak instead of us, opening ourselves to feeling the experience instead of narrating it. An hour and a half later, we arrived at the peak in a state of full presence with so much gratitude. At the summit, just before sunrise, my client Florence adorned herself with handmade jewelry, a symbol of the journey that she had been on to get to where we were. We dropped into our first elemental meditation. We closed our eyes and visualized water pouring over us, washing away what we no longer needed, softening the edges and opening the heart. As the sun warmed the air, we began the photo shoot. I could feel my client's hesitation, the freeze response that so often arises when we are being truly witnessed. We had set a very clear intention that this project was for embodiment, not a race to get the shot. And so instead of continuing, we paused. We soaked in a hot spring nestled in the canyon and talked about what it really means to be seen for who we are, to unveil ourselves, unashamed to take up the space that we occupy, willing and ready to let the journey transform us into something new. And then something shifted. Florence gently wiped off her makeup, walked into the water, and submerged herself fully. This surrender let it be no longer about what she looked like, but instead how it felt. Raw, true, and embodied. Come back for part 4 to see the images that we created.